When my father came to Canada, it was on a false affidavit because, and how that happened was that in Yaruga, a priest had abducted a Jewish child and kept him in the church. And this child was able to get a note to one of his friends, and the friend told my father's father, my grandfather, and they arranged for a horse and buggy to be parked at a certain, to be, slotted at a certain point. The boy escaped, jumped onto the horse and wagon, and it took off. The church bell rang, and a lot of peasants came, and they started to chase them. They came to my grandfather's house, who everyone trusted apparently, and they hid the boy in the cellar. My grandfather assured everybody that he's not there, so they all left. And that boy's father eventually was in Canada. And when my father was in Romania, he wrote him a letter saying he needed an affidavit. And the father sent a false affidavit saying my father was his immediate relative. So he came to Canada. And then trying to get to the U.S., he retained a guide to get him through the woods onto the American side. They were caught by the Canadian Mounties, but they were caught on the American side. So they were handed over to the sheriff in Plattsburgh, New York. My father was in jail for 3 weeks in Plattsburgh. He was also in jail in Romania because they caught him when he snuck over the Dniester. My father was a very honest guy, and he never could do anything that was underhanded. Here he was in Plattsburgh. The jail was not locked, and the jailer was playing. The sheriff was playing checkers with him every day. The rabbi in town had 3 daughters. And the oldest one, he wanted the oldest one to marry my father. My father had my mother in mind, so he postponed it, didn't say anything about it. And then on a furlough, he went to New York and never came back. And then became a citizen here, married my mother, and here I am.